Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today on this Monday for one of our intergalactically famous double headers. We're starting off with a Patreon request from this patron right here. Asked us to check out a band called Archaic. The name of the song is The Saw. I didn't do any official rehearsal video. Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Sounds like a jam session.
It sounds like a Winter Sun type video.
Oh, actually, you know what it came to mind? I agree with you, but you know what first came to mind? Ginger. You know the Pisces video? That kind of that vibe, like kind of just like jamming. For you was Winter Sun. Oh, fair enough. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong.
Yeah.
Either one you can't go wrong. But I didn't do any digging on this band, so I have no clue what we're getting ourselves into. I don't know where they're from. What do they play? How do they sound? How do they get along? What kind of means of transportation they use? I know Bud Kiss.
Or blind going into this one.
Yeah, it was just whatever. You know what? For these double headers, I'm totally fine with that. Totally fine with that. All right, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. By the way, the last couple of double headers we had on Monday, you absolutely, both of us have gone a little bit on a rampage. So maybe today we need to take the foot off the gas pedal and go a little bit easier on both bands. I'm just saying. I'm still keeping it real, but perhaps like don't kick them while they're down. You know what I'm saying? Well, and I'm not assuming that this is going to be bad and we're going to kick it. I'm just saying. Because
we're going to this one.
I'm just putting it out there because the past couple ones have been dodgy. All right, so just be kind.
Okay.
All right. High five, high five. Oh no, he's giving him the finger. I thought he was giving him a high five.
I thought he was missing a high five.
All right, there's nothing to shit on this one.
Yeah.
So I don't think we need to kick anybody while they're down because there's nobody down.
They're all up and standing.
Everybody's up and standing and maybe taking a bow. Maybe
Yeah.
taking a bow. All right, I'm gonna let you go first and tell me what did you think about Archaic, the saw.
So good. So hype. And I wasn't expecting clean vocals.
No, that surprised me at all.
That was the main thing that really surprised
The
me.
only thing that would have surprised me anymore is if they brought a hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah.
Like that would like, but the clean vocals was almost up neck and neck with the hurdy-gurdy if they showed up.
To me, the song as it was going and it was heavy, I'm like, fuck, this is amazing. Like,
And it rips. It just rips.
this obvious in a live setting, this would be absolutely like it would just break the walls. And then I'm like, in no way in my mind was I thinking, oh yeah, also they're gonna add clean vocals. I did not think of that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That was-
Like the only thing that would surprise me more is if they threw a hurdy-gurdy in there.
Yeah.
That would have been it.
Because for me, the song, even without the clean vocals, I thought it was just gonna be a amazing song, even without the clean vocals. But then they added the clean vocals.
It adds a different dynamic.
It adds a different dynamic.
Yeah.
It's really good though. His clean vocals are really good.
I thought the parts without the clean vocals, specifically in the chorus, when he keeps repeating and stuff, and the guitars are so driven, it sounded a little bit like the post Max Cavalera Sepultura era. It's more so even with the new album. It had that drive of the guitars and that roughness of the vocals, like that ruggedness. You understand what he's saying, but they're still like, they're not clean. They're like kind of rugged. So there at moments, if I closed my eyes, I kind of thought of like Sepultura, like post Cavalera Sepultura era. Kind of reminded me a little bit. But then when he threw the clean vocals in there, I was like, wow, they're taking this into a completely different path. It sets the band up. In my opinion, the clean vocals, what it does is it kind of sets the song apart. Because without, if you think about the song without the clean vocals, for a lot of people, they say, well, it's just another thrash groove metal track that just rips. Like, throwing in the clean vocals kind of changes that dynamic a little bit. It adds something to it. Then
it doesn't just make it a thrash metal song.
No, then you're just not like, it's not like you're listening to, like you could say, oh, you listen to Dust Bolt or Power Trip, like, what's the difference? Other bands are doing it, right?
Yeah.
But when you throw the clean vocals in there, you kind of throw a different caveat into the mix. And now
it's no longer like all the other bands.
Yeah, now you're kind of setting yourself apart a little bit. You're changing enough that makes the listener go like, wow,
it's different.
This is different. It's interesting. I like where it's going. I mean, maybe some people don't like it. There's also the chance some people may not like the clean vocals. I liked it. I thought it was great. The song has such a great dynamic. Only two things I would say that need to be changed. The first thing is when the song starts with that riff, as the song is building up, and it's building up to like the absolute like breaking down of the walls and the actual song like getting started. It only needed one of those like, like to get the whole thing going.
Yeah.
They didn't do that. I was expecting that. I know it's cliche because every single song,
every single band
has that.
Yeah.
Everybody, especially in a song that has this structure, that has that slow build up, and then when like it's about to get heavy, you get the and then it gets heavy. It's the cliche. Like every band does it, right? Like specifically if you have a build up exactly like this. The fact that they didn't do it kind of was like, I know it's cliche, but I was kind of expecting it.
It's cliche, but the thing is,
it fits.
It fits.
It fits. It fits.
That's why every band does it.
Exactly. Specifically in a live setting, you definitely need to do it because it kind of gives like it's like you're giving the signal for the troops to advance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For the mosh to start. So that kind of threw me off a little bit. I wish they had done that. For as much as a cliche as it is, I still like it. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna front. I like it. I wish it was there. The only other thing I wanted to mention before we talk a little bit more about the song is about the video. All right, because there's a couple of things I want to say about the video. For me, the video did not need that static that makes it look like homemade. The video kind of looks already like it's homemade. It's not, but it looks like it's. I like the black and white.
Yeah,
I really like the black and white. To me, that whole static thing, it was kind of like it doesn't need it. It already has that kind of like vibe You don't need it. You see what I'm saying? Like, to me, it was a little bit too much, right? It
me,
became a little cheesy.
But for me, this song kind of was one of those songs where it doesn't matter what the video was.
I agree with you, but this takes me back to one of the other double headers that we've done, where they did the video in the living room or the bedroom or whatever it is. That the guy with the keyboard had the camera angle on the keyboard and he was not doing anything with the keyboard. This video reminded me of that video because they're all in one room. Right?
Yeah, the thing,
okay, hold on.
Was...
But what I said in that video, do you remember what I said that I would have done differently? I would have filmed one guy at a time and then chop in between them because they looked like they were just crammed into one room.
This producer over here.
But you remember I said that?
Yeah, I remember.
I said it didn't look good because everybody's like crammed into the freaking room and it just didn't look good. They should have done it like one guy at a time and chop it.
But that's
this one.
But that's the whole, that's the whole point.
But let me finish. I made that comment about that video. How everybody, when I saw everybody crowded into this room in this video, I was like, oh my God. I had flashbacks to that video. And then the song starts, the video starts. And then it's this. You have to look at it from this perspective. This was, whoever filmed this knew what they were doing. The other one, not so much. This, yes. First of all, the black and white fits perfectly with the whole idea of the video.
Yeah.
Fits perfectly with the sound. Then you don't have weird camera angles when you're not doing absolutely anything. Like, there is no GoPro shots. It's like one guy with a camera going around filming. So you get the feel that you are in that jam session with them. And I think the fact that there was black and white, there was a lot of... and the quality of the videography was way better. So it proves the point that maybe you can fit a lot of people in a tight room and pull off a good video. This is the perfect example of that. Second is... that other video, the sound was not good. The mixing was not good. Remember, the vocals were...
Yeah, but that's why you went more in depth, because you didn't like the song.
Well, I like the song, and I like the mixing.
Yeah.
You're the one that said you could oversee the mixing because you like the song. I was like, how can you like something that's not put together properly? This one, there was no issues with the mixing whatsoever. First of all, the song kicks ass. It kicks ass. And then the vocals were not hidden. The guitars were not like with the sound coming up and down. It was perfect.
Yeah.
So this proves what you were saying before. With a song like this, doesn't matter what the video is. Thank you. When the music is good, the video is irrelevant. When the music is not good, you start looking at the video and start to like complain about all sorts of different shit. So these guys just prove me right. And you know me, I'm always right. Even when I'm wrong, I'm right. Yeah. And right now I'm right. That they prove that it doesn't... when your music is good, honestly, the video doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But having said that, the videography in this video was good. The camera angles were good. You felt like you walking around the room and seeing everybody playing. You didn't have like an angle on the drummer when he's wiping out his sweat. You know what I mean? Like there was fluidity to it. It didn't feel... It didn't feel like unorganized. It didn't feel like something me and you would film on the weekend. You know what I mean? So sometimes it pays off to hire somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing to pull off a video. Because once again, I keep saying this. It's so important for new bands out there. I don't know if they're a new band. I've never heard of these guys before. But for bands out there that are putting out their first music video and they want to get some exposure for their music, there's no such thing as getting that first impression twice. There's only... one time for you to get that first impression. And if that first impression is not good, there's so much music out there, you just walk away. You're never going to go back to that band. You're never going to go back and see if they improved or if they got better. You just go listen to something else. There's so much shit for you to listen to. Why would you waste your time on somebody who disappointed you the first time you gave them your time? You know what I mean? Just gotta say that. This was great. Whew. All right, I'm energized for the rest of this doubleheader.
Yeah, me too.
Because the next band, we've done them on the channel before. They have a new album coming out, so I'm looking forward to that video. But this, I'm not going to lie to you.
Pep in my step.
Yeah, I kind of started with this because I kind of have at least the band that's coming next. I know, so it's not like they're going to surprise me. I know what I'm getting into. But I figure, okay, let's start with this because in case it's bad, at least there's something after to like rinse my palate. But in this case, I don't need to rinse my palate. My palate. I want to leave my palette the way it is.
Yeah.
I'm happy. All right, guys. On that note, don't go anywhere. There's another video coming right after, all right? So stay where you are. Keep refreshing. See ya.